Me, hi Ashtar, I'll ask you because Ivo's sleeping. LOL, they're arguing about this now. They think if they do up a quick antiviral for COVID that people will get spooked off of them if they don't work. So they want time to be taken and get the formula right. What is going on here? Can you explain please? Ashtar, hello Sharon, hello viewers, and all of the light on earth. I am Ashtar Sheran at your service, here to help you through the trying times that have befallen you. We understand it is difficult for you to understand who is doing what you must understand as truth and what is false, who is playing on what side. Me, that's true because the Russians were involved with Hillary Clinton before and now whose side is Putin on? Or is he on his own side? Ashtar, that's a good question, Sharon, because he is on his own side. This is what democracy is about. That is what capitalism is about. Every country doing the best for itself yet dealing with others in exchanges. As far as Putin goes, understand there is work being carried out between several countries that are now of the alliance and they are role-playing together. Putin is obviously challenging Bill Gates, who lauds his antiviral as being the only one that will stop the virus. Trump has just defunded the deep state's big pharma and now Putin is manufacturing his own COVID cure. They certainly have the resources in Russia to be an independent country no less, it has so much to offer the world and itself. So this is what is happening, they're pressuring the deep state, Sharon. They're making Gates and Fauci sweat. People will turn to the antiviral proposed by everyone else except the Gates antivirus because that will take too long. People will jump at the first chance to get a vaccine, thereby stopping the agenda the deep state has been forwarding under the guise of a COVID pandemic. When the Trump/Putin antivirals come out and people are inoculated, then the deep state cannot push its New World Order agenda anymore. Couple that with the fact that they are about to start making public the indictments and court sessions, and you have the deep state sweating. For every move the deep state makes, the alliance must make counter moves to block them. This has led to the explosions you have witnessed around the world. This is a show of power, a warning shot as it were, by the deep state. You see, it's about the deep state's agenda. They require time. Now Putin is rushing them and Trump also has doctors working on an antiviral as well. So it's a race to see who produces it first. Ashtar, in a sense. And Trump is saying that it is not necessary to get the inoculation. In Canada, Dr. Spam is saying that it's not going to work, even with the mask and social distancing. She's saying their antidote will take time and won't be available to everyone for years. Oh yeah, now I see why she said that. Because she's aware of what Trump and Putin are doing to create vaccines and now she says that no vaccine will stop the virus so their efforts will be in vain. Because they want to continue on with their evil agenda. Ashtar, because she's not talking about the antidote. She's talking about implementing the New World Order. You notice that Tam is also Chinese and both she and Trudeau are working with the Chinese communists. Yes, I know. Maybe the new virus will cause confusion as a symptom. I think I've got a case right now. Ashtar, we know. You see all the sides coming out, don't you? The exopolitics, which has always been underground, is now above ground and in your face. Watch as you see sides develop. But Putin and Trump are pressuring Gates and Fauci. I'm not getting any inoculation. You can forget about it. You have to understand that I don't want to sit around waiting to see which one of these people decides my fate. I'm sure many others feel the same way. I don't care whose vaccine it is, I'm not getting it. So what we're seeing here is a tennis ball being bounced back and forth in each other's courts. One serves, the other responds, new serve, new response. The deep state is creating a cacophony of noise through all their various outlets. Ashtar, they will try to cut off your social services, your bank account. You guys have to put me on the QFS before then. Ashtar, we will. When the time is right, you will be. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention to the viewers, did you watch Trump's speech? I think it was this week where he was questioned about having the money for unemployment. Here, I found the conversation. Question, Mr. President, if you go ahead on your own on unemployment insurance, I'm wondering both where you're going to get the money to pay for that without Congress, and will people still get $600 a week? The President, yeah, we have the money. We have the money. Yeah. Question, they'll still get $600 a week, in addition? The President, I won't say that yet. You'll see that when it happens, but we have the money. He's talking about the Saint Germain funds, folks. He's talking about the monies that were stolen from us, taken back by the alliance, stolen again at 9/11, and now reobtained by the alliance. He's talking about issuing checks to the American people to support them next year. Everyone is thinking January will be a milestone for economic collapse, and with people supported through the Saint Germain funds, all will go on as usual. Ashtar, it will, Sheran. There won't be a collapse as in a total state of deprivation and starvation. There will be a collapse of the fiat system. The Saint Germain funds will sustain people through this, whereas the deep state now is being further starved of funding. And with that, I remind you of what was said about Trump's move to defund Big Pharma recently. You see that Trump is systematically defunding all deep state ventures. First, it was the WHO and United Nations, he took over the Federal Reserve, and now he's defunding Big Pharma. It will continue. He'll strike more and more of their operations and defund them all. They run on money, on the fiat system. Take the money from that system, and collapse the deep state. I'll post the link to the article with his entire speech below. One last thing, Ashtar. I saw your face pop up when I was doing the meditation to send light to Victoria, so I'd like to remind everyone to please continue and to ask your ET teams to help. Ask Jesus, ask Ashtar, ask God to work with you and through you. Ashtar, I always hear you. I know what you're doing and I always attend. Thank you. Ashtar, Adonai.